So this morning Owen and I are at Bennett Springs and we are gonna go trout fishing, and I don't really know much about trout fishing, so I don't have much to say except I guess we're gonna be lined up with a bunch of people. I'm gonna try and film it, but I don't know how successful I'm gonna be. But either way, at least I'll have this small documentation of going fishing for the very first time.
We're gonna catch some of those stalker trout. Stalker trout because they're all hatchery fish.
Oh.
Very few wild fish out here. It's first weekend of the season. March 1st was Monday, so probably gonna be a pretty good crowd out here today. So hopefully it's not shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of people, but there are people also already out here getting ready, so we got our lawn chair up by the bank, reserving our spot. What are you laughing at?
That guy singing.
Oh, he's singing? Oh, I couldn't tell. I could hear voice, but I didn't know what he was saying.
Yeah.
So this is just like running a race. You say on your mark, set, go. It's on your mark, get set, fish. Recast it. Give her a chuck. I mean, that'll work, but try to get a little bit further out there.
It's so light. I don't know that for certain.
No, you do. Got one. Finally, skunks off our back.
What do you mean the skunk's off our back?
Skunk is you haven't caught any fish.
Okay.
Maybe there's two. Okay, there we go.
Is he gonna try to swim away?
I guess it'll fall on the line and stuff.
Is it stuck? Let him go. goes out so quick of the frame. Does he have sharp teeth?
They do have little teeth in there.
But are they sharp? Ah, I'm not sharp at all.
Huh?
I'm not sharp at all. Okay, so far we've only caught one fish by me, and what kind of fly was it?
A marabou jig.
Off a marabou jig, and we're gonna go somewhere else because we're not catching a lot of fish in this spot for some reason. And Owen says at least we have something for dinner, even though I don't think that one fish will feed both of us.
Pretty decent sized fish, but we would need a lot of sides.
So hopefully we can go and catch some more. Just caught with the bare hands.
You have to see what subspecies he is.
Let me get a real zoomy on him.
He's got like a blue mouth.
He does. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You got everything you want from him?
Yeah, I did.
Alright.
He just didn't even go anywhere.
Alright, so this is my method of cleaning trout. There's the traditional, most people think of filleting a fish. It's a down, over, flip it. You go between the skin and the meat. I personally think you loosen meat doing that. But I do it on stuff like crappie. This is a different method that actually I watched an old man do when I was a kid, literally right here at Bennett Springs. So you start with cutting from the anal fin to the gills. That just splits the body cavity open. You can see all the innards. You're going to pull those out. If you're real into it, you can open up that stomach. Obviously I split it and see what's in there. A bunch of moss and, I don't know, gravel, stuff like that, probably eating scuds. Guess we could cut open that chamber too, but we won't. Okay, so no real science to this other than just start getting all the innards kind of pulled out and away. Once you've done that, you can see you got most of them away. You're left with, I guess, the esophagus. This is in there really good. It's attached with super glue, I swear. So, to get this out, clean off around it, reach up as high as you can, try to get a good grip. I also shove my thumb back in behind it, like along the backbone, and you just kind of grip it and rip it, and you can get it to pop out. Actually, there's a scud scud, roly-poly is kind of the same difference. See that? He must have literally been eating those. This one came out of that last pool he fished in. So that's literally what he's eating. Those are scuds or sow bugs. Sow bug, better known as the roly-poly. And these fish here at Bennett Springs are carnivores, so you throw a gut pile in and the fish will come swimming and grab them and eat them. Okay, so main guts are out. I like to swish them around, get the blood out. You'll next see this kind of bubbly area with a membrane. That's all poo back there. So start your finger about the anal fin, get it below that membrane, and just run it forward towards the throat, and it'll bust that membrane open, loosen all that poo up, shake out your fish, and a lot of it's going to come out. You can kind of continue to clean and pull the rest. Whatever doesn't come out, you're going to end up washing out at home in your sink or something like that, so you don't have to get it perfect. Just get the bulk. That's probably enough for me. Again, you can obviously see there's still some there. Alright. Next part is breaking this Y shape. Just breaking the gills, detaching them rather, from, I guess that, I don't know what fin that is. Alright, this is the trickiest part. Just get your skin off. Again, rather than going down and over, one hand back on the lower half of the fish, one hand on the head, and you literally just break his back, pull his head over the top of him. This one didn't do real good, as you can see. Split his neck. Usually that skin would stay together. So we're going to have to get creative, do a little work to recover this one. A lot of times you can just work your thumb between their muscle, or their meat, and their skin, like this one, so I think this might actually be a decent recovery. But you can see that skin will pretty well just peel away. And there's some tearing there, so you can just work your thumb or finger between the meat and the skin to get it to that edge. Maybe. And if you don't, it's not the end of the world. You're not missing much meat there. This one, we might not get. Let's try his other side though. Alright, so I got his other side. That's really what you want. Separation all the way to the edge of the meat. Again, we're going to keep on pulling, just grabbing that skin. You need to work off the head onto probably the skin while you're pulling. They get slippery. And you're just going to work that skin all the way down. I will say, smaller fish, this is considerably easier. Don't worry about that top back fin or his anal fin. The skin will strip right over the top of them. The other thing you can do, I don't have them today, is pliers. And this fin will come right out. You can work it with your fingers. You don't necessarily have to worry about that. Same with this anal fin. If you had pliers, you could get that fin out and get this complete piece of skin. Otherwise, it may tear it and leave you with a little bit. But again, if you go back with pliers, or if you got strong enough fingers, or a small enough fish, you can just rip that out. Almost grabbed that sculpin. Okay, done with the distractions. So, not a perfect one. That's a pretty good side. Got all the way to the edge. This one, obviously, we missed some. Again, pliers can pull this and get the rest of your skin off. And then all you need to do to complete this is take your fillet knife, run it right along the backbone. You can take the fillet right off. And then you'd actually cut out the bones as you typically would with the traditional down over flip. So we'll do a couple more